Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Today, I am back, and we're better. Um, I I haven't uploaded in like a year. But we're back, and we're on to our next game. And today, we're playing this wonderfully and beautifully made game called Roblox Exchange. I started actually playing yesterday, and I really, really am into like trading and stuff like that. And I found this game to be one that is, pretty unique, and it's actually pretty good. It has good system. It has good systems, and so far, I can say that the community is pretty good, very interactive and stuff like that. But it's complex, and not a lot of people know about the game. So I was like, yo, I should make a video about this game because we need some more people up in this. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, this game is good. The developers put in a lot of time into it, and you know what I'm saying. Hopefully, a lot of you see this, and we get some traction going into this game, so that this game can, motivate the devs to do even better. You know, but basically, what I'm doing today is teaching you how to trade. How to play the game. There's a lot of complex things to the game. I myself, I don't know everything. But we'll be learning together. Um, and yeah, basically that's what it is. Hey YouTube. Alright, so basically I just recorded a whole 24-minute video, and it wasn't even actually showing the gameplay. So we're redoing this, and we're gonna do it even better. Okay? So this is Roblox Exchange. When you first join the game, it's gonna say welcome, and it's gonna ask you to create a new save. When you do, all you have to do is create the new save, and it's gonna bring you into the game in which you're gonna make. It's gonna make you do a tutorial. As I said already, I already would have started playing the game, so I have a save here. But normally you just hit create new save and you get into the game, right? Now when you get into the game, it's gonna show you a lot. There's gonna be a lot for you to do, a lot that's on your screen. Um, and it's a bit difficult to understand when starting off and you have no previous knowledge, but nevertheless I will help you guys, and I will make sure you guys understand everything by the end of this video. All right, so when you first start off, you have different things on your screen. At the bottom is going to show your tax percentage, your profits, your XP, your your money, stuff like that on the right side. Not very relevant right now, but it's something that is gonna be a help to you later on in the game, right? Now, the main thing on your left hand side of the screen, you're gonna see something called stocks, right? Click, you click it, and it's gonna open up, and you're gonna see a whole bunch of stuff, right? Now, most of these things here, they really don't matter for right now, okay? All this is just showing you the most stable, top performing nano stocks, basically meaning that this stock has a little amount of people playing the game. And that's the really cool part about this game, is that persons persons playing the let's say for example fish right now, persons playing fish increase or decrease the stock based on how many people are playing the game and how many people are buying the game inside of Roblox Exchange, right? So it shows you different things. The top performing fish right now is a mega stock, meaning that there's a lot of people playing the game, so it raises the price of the stock itself, right? You have something like the nano stock, which not a lot of people are playing this game, so the price is gonna be fairly low, right? Now most of this doesn't necessarily matter for right now, but it's important to know the layout of the panel itself, right? These three buttons up here, you could just these are how you full screen, minimize, and close it. It's like a Apple computer, but yeah. Now you go onto your history. Basically, your history just shows you your previous transactions, what have you traded before, and yeah, basically how you made your money. So in the case, let's say in the case that you there's a glitch happens and you lose all your money, you lose all your progress, you're able to use your trade history to go into the server and say, hey, I lost all my money, but I have my trade history. There's a bug. Now, these bugs don't necessarily happen all the time. It's very rare, but when it does happen, it's good to have this. It's also, you also are able to look back on your trades and say, okay, what what have I invested in that made me the most money? Now, as I said before, I would have lost the footage from before, but I would have already shown these different things and the different profits, but I'll come back to this and help you guys understand basically, right? So you go in the next section will be your portfolio, right? This is basically showing you everything that you have, everything that you would have already done, and stuff like that, right? In the center console right here, you have your name, your level, and yeah, your rank and stuff like that. Every 5 or 10 levels, your rank your rank title basically increases, and it's just a form of progression in the game, right? Now you have your net worth right here. Your net worth basically being everything that you own, the amount of money that you have on you, and the amount of money that you have invested inside of a stock, right? You have your total yield. Basically, what this is when you, let's say, for example, you go to a stock and you invest in a stock, right? Basically, all this is saying, all your total yield is how much that stock is paying you based on the amount that you invested inside of that stock, right? Now, your total PL, that's just basically means your total profit and loss, right? Now, for you that may be starting the game, it's going to be very low, and without you having previous information, you might be in the negatives, right? Because you probably don't know how to trade, and you would have made a bad trade and now you're in a negative, but that's fine, right? We're going to teach you how to make that billion, how to make that million, we're going to retire you, make you go to Cancun, that type of thing. But on all seriousness, your total PL shows you the amount of money that you would have made, um, and your percentage or your return on interest or return on your money that you would have made, money that you would have invested. All right. Now you have trades. Uh, I have done 71 trades. Before it was actually 69. But it doesn't matter, right? We have 71 trades and 94% win rate. Basically, that means that I would have. This just tells you that the amount of money, not the amount of money, but the amount of trades that you would have made, that you would have made profit on compared to losses, right? So I made, out of my 71 trades, 94% of my trades are wins. So I made money from those trades, 94%. All right. Now on your right side here, you have your open positions and pending orders. Now, when you buy a stock, right, which you're gonna get into how to buy a stock. When you buy a stock, and you actually go through, say I want to buy one of this, and it goes through, it's gonna show you right here, right? For example, I'm gonna buy a stock right now, and let's actually make a trade, okay? Um, hmm. I want to do, I want to do, uh, let's say if I wanted to buy this, right? I I go and I'm like, okay, I want to buy one of anomic or whatever stock I want to do. I'm not gonna buy a stock because the market looks kind of bad right now, actually. But it's basically gonna pop up right here, and it's gonna tell you what you have open, right? Um, Let me see the daily trend, right? So say I want to do a short position on this, right? I'll hit short, and it will pop up right here, and stuff like that. Pending orders are basically, uh, you set a limit, and it will pop up as a pending order. So say I want to set a limit, and I want to buy this stock when it reaches to 400, right? All I do is I go to amount, say yeah, I want to limit or set a limit basically, or set a pre-existing set an order for when this stock reaches to 400, I'm going to buy, right? And as I said before, you could basically make money while sleeping in this game, right? That's what makes this game so good. And it's a 24-hour system made up of players that actually play this game all the time. You know, there's a lot of people on the leaderboard that's up all night playing, and the game progresses even though you're not in game. So that's really what's really cool, right? So you buy it, you say okay, cool, and it pops up right here, and this is your pending order. And whenever the stock reaches at 400, you're gonna buy one share of that stock, right? And shares are basically of uh, the amount or the percent that you own in that company. So I own one share. If I was to buy this stock right now and I hit this, I will own one shares. Currently, it says I own no shares for this stock because I don't. But if I did, it would say I owe one share or how many shares I own, and it will tell me the value of the shares that I own as well, right? In another video, I'll actually show me trading and how we do it, but I won't for right now. You can also cancel it right here. So basically, that's this section, right? Now you have your licenses. Now these things, they allow you to do different things, right? It unlocks different things that you're able to do on the market, and as you increase your level and stuff like that and you buy it, it allows you to do different things, like the ultimate, like the order size number 5, the ultimate order size, trade up to 100,000 shares per order, right? You are now a whale, right? And you could buy different stuff, reduce your taxes, and yeah, as you progress through the game with the money that you would accumulate in your net worth, right? The level 2 panel is something that you buy with a game pass. I'll go into that a different video so you get an actual breakdown of that stuff. Now you have news. Now your news is basically what you have here, right? Hold on 1 second, guys. Okay. Your news is basically what you have here, but just on your tablet, and it shows you the lows and the highs and stuff like that, right? And you have your help section, which is gonna be something that you're gonna see when you go into the game, and it tells you to go into this and shows you a little tutorial and stuff like that. And anything that you need clarity on, it will show you here, right? Now, how do I buy a stock? How do I sell a stock, right? As I said before, you choose any stock that you want to. Mostly, you want to choose a stock that's over here, right? The stock on the right is the stock that you want to short on. The stock on the left is the one that you want to buy, right? You go to stocks. You go to stocks on the left side of the screen, and you say, okay, cool. I want to buy HBG, right? You go to the top here. You search up HBG. Okay, cool. Boom. I want to buy this stock because right now it's in a low, right? Now, first of all, before you even buy a stock or sell a stock or short a stock, you you see a lot of things on your screen here. What are all these things, right? These, you have your 15-second, 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, an hour, daily, and weekly candle, right? Mostly you're gonna be using the daily, hour, and the ones over here. You're not really gonna be using the weekly, right? But these basically give you insight on how that stock looks, right? And the direction that it's going to. The 15-second unlocks with the Game Pass, as I said before. But you would normally be able to access the 1 minute, 5 minute, and so on. These allow you to basically get a handle of what's going on. You put your cursor over these candles right here. Let's go to the daily. You put your cursor over these candles. Right now, the stock is worth $540, right? But the overall high is the $694, and the overall low is 521. So you realize that it's close to its low. Right now it's Friday, but it's showing Thursday because the 24-hour cycle has not completed for Thursday yet. So it's showing Thursday. So when it does complete later on today, we'll then go into the Friday cycle. But for Thursday into today for Friday, this is the price, and it normally averages around that 500 mark as a low. So this is a good time to buy into this stock and make a little bit of profit. Now this wouldn't have an extreme amount of profit margin, right? Because it doesn't have a high max, but it's something that you're able to still make money on, right? Um, yeah. So now you want to buy on the right side. You say, okay, I want to buy one share of this company, right? I want to buy one share of this company. You hit one, you tells you the price, and you can make that purchase based on your buying power. Now, let's say I already invested in a different stock, right? How when I invest in a different stock, it's gonna bring down my buying power. So I still have that net worth because I still own that share, but my buying power is gonna be less when I invest because you don't have that money liquidized or physical, should I say, right? So you would buy it, and it would, as I said, go to your portfolio as an open position, right? So you buy it, okay, good. It goes to your portfolio. Now you want to sell that stock. Whenever you realize you're making a profit on that stock right now, and okay, you're ready to sell, and the stock market looks like, yes, I'm buying low and I'm selling high, right? That's basically what you want to do. You want to always buy low and sell high, and that's basically what it is to trade it. You sell it, and you would be able to see your profit here, right? I would have bought a stock at 1,700 and uh okay, hold on, let me show you. I bought, hold on, I shorted um B B Swarm Simulator at 2,100 and 219, right? 2,219. Oh my goodness. And I covered it at this. Now, what is short and what is covering, right? Like, bro, what are you saying in my ears right now? That's basically what you're thinking. Now, shorting basically is you're buying against a stock, right? You're buying against a stock. Now, what does that mean? You're basically betting that this stock is going to go down. For example, in real life, let's say you have a Rolex. Your friend has a Rolex and you want to borrow his Rolex, right? You borrow this Rolex saying, I bet that Rolex is going to go down, or Rolexes are going to go down in price, right? So right now your Rolex is worth $30,000, right? But maybe somebody told you in your ear, yo, Rolex is going to go down in a couple of days, bro. And you're like, okay, I sell my Rolex for $30,000. When it eventually does go down, and you're right, and now it's worth $10,000, you are able to buy that same Rolex back for 10,000 on with the 30,000 that you would have already made, and that 20,000 would be your basically your profit on that. Now, what does the person that you borrow from get for giving you the Rolex? They would charge you normally uh interest rate, right, or tax based on what you would have gotten, right, for borrowing that watch. And when you sell your shorts by covering your shorts, right, that's basically what it does. It taxes you a little bit, and for borrowing against that stock, right? When you eventually do sell it, so you're betting against, when you're shorting, you're betting against, and you, to sell your short, basically you cover it, right, and you make money from it. So as you would have seen, I made basically 3,000 from that cover, right? And basically that's what it is to the game. This is the game. There's different things that you could do as well. As I said, you could make money while sleeping. Limit orders are basically, as I said before, just you saying, okay, at this price I want to buy, at this price I want to sell. So right now it's worth this right now, and I buy it at this. When it reaches to 2,000, if it does reach to 2,000, I want to sell at 2,000. Right? So I said I want to sell one share at the price of 2,000, right? And you must have a share bought already to sell, right? Cool. So whenever it will go through and wait until it reaches 2,000, and it will sell your shares. All right. These two, don't use them. They're not worth it. Stop and trailing, not worth it. Not worth it to use. So don't use them. I'll probably go into it in a different video. And as I said, we're both still learning. I did say I was gonna go into the L2 panel in a different video, but I'll just do it now, to make it more convenient. Now, this is unlocked after buying the more data game pass, and it's the advanced market data, and it will tell you more about this stock, right? When you first get into the game, this is gonna be locked, right? So don't worry about it. Now, Bee Swarm Simulator has 23% bullish, meaning that persons are buying this stock. This is a good time to buy the stock, because right now, as I would have said already, this stock is at its low. This stock is very low, right? If you go to your daily, you could see here that the all-time low for this stock is, for today, is 1,300, right? Right now it's at 1,700, and the all-time high is 2,200. So it's about in the middle, and it's a time. It really could go anywhere, right? But as you see, the stock is declining, and it actually just went up actually. So it's on a decline, but it might go back up to that 2,200. So persons are buying right now in the expectation that it's gonna go up, right? You can see 23% bullish. That just means persons are buying. I'll go into down here a different day, but it's just showing the different things. And you would see, I made a video on this game actually, Attack on Titan Revolution, a year ago. But you would see that this stock is 13% bearish, meaning that persons are selling. That's what that basically means, and it's pretty simple. Pretty simple to understand, and yeah, persons are selling and persons are buying, right? And you normally, when you're buying a stock or you're looking into a stock, you want to see 18% bullish, because then you realize, okay, other people are buying, so maybe I should buy too, right? More people are buying than selling. That's just basically what that means, right? And yes, I think I would have gone through everything inside of this panel. Now we go into these different things on the side, and as I said before, when you're trading, make sure you look at these screens and look at the news. The news section is right here: top gainers, top losers. And when it's the worst stock, you want to buy. When it's the top stock, you want to sell, right? So now what are these different things on the side here, right? You have your quest. The game is going to introduce you to it. It's going to tell you to do different things, complete 5 trades or make a profit of 1,500, stuff like that. Briefcase, this is just in the update that's coming later today. we're gonna be getting cosmetics and different stuff like that. But right now you have your titles, your your different stuff, basically your titles and stuff like that. And every, as I said, every 5 or 10 levels you unlock different titles that you can equip, and they would have pop up above your head right here. Right, I would have bought the pro game pass. It would have gave me uh Wall Street Elite, and as you progress through the game, it's gonna give you more. Right, now these game passes right here are different things. It unlocks different things in the game. Basically makes your trading a little bit easier, and I recommend that you guys do get them because it's, it's beneficial to actually, but you don't have to. This game is not pay to win. Really, you can still trade and make as much money as everybody else. Really, you just gotta know what you're doing and just look into it honestly. And yeah, but I plan on making another video, going more in detail and actually showing me trading. I would have recorded that already, but I lost it. The video didn't come out as intended, and that's fine. But like, subscribe, and I will be making more videos on this game, especially when the update comes out later today. And yes, like, subscribe, comment if you have any questions, and yes, thank you for watching, and see you guys next time on the next video.